You'll hear me a little better now, bitch, about myself. God. Okay. Learning experience. Getting comfortable with being uncomfortable, for damn sure. Okay. So, my nerves. Not just like lady nerves or just estrogen or something like that. It's my actual nerves. Like, and the things I've dealt with in my life don't make it any better. Like, my mom's arachnophobia seriously freaking spread to me, and I had deathly afraid of anything crawling on me. So, if a hair was crawling on me, I would feel it. And then not only would I feel it, but if it was gone, I would feel it for like 10 fucking minutes still. And it would just still feel like it was crawling there or whatever was there. It just felt like it was there. So I have to scratch it or I have to interrupt the fucking nerves just to make that go away. Like, talk about ick. I mean, that's just the start of it. It goes into my hair too. Oh my god, my hair, if it's down, it's cursing me because it blows in my eyes and my eyebrows and my nose and my mouth and my ears. It's all up in my face. If it's down when I bend over, it gets in my face and I can't see what I'm doing. If it's windy outside, I gotta keep brushing it aside and brushing it. No, not gonna fucking happen. This shit drives me crazy. My hair is always up, and if it's down, it's cool enough. It's not windy, and I'm just filming for you because I like to look nice with my hair down. So it's not that I like to look ratchet all the time. It's the hair is out of my face because that actually drives me batshit crazy. What else? Oh, I really shouldn't say my weaknesses, but don't ever tap me on the shoulder 3 times. Oh my god, that's worse than a spider crawling on me or something like that, or the feeling of a spider crawling on me. Tap me on the shoulder 3 times. Ooh, that is fucking. That's like bone echoing, whatever the hell they call it. That's just. Ooh, ooh. No. That gets instant visceral reaction out of me. No. That's what it is. Those annoyances are visceral. It's tangible. People don't understand. It's not in my brain. It's actually in my nerves. It's actually my skin. It's the combination of that and whatever bullshit that I've had to get used to or deal with in my lifetime, like the whole fucking arachnophobia thing, which wasn't my thing, it was my mom's thing, and I was just copying her reaction. How long it took me to get over that? Holy fuck. Like, you don't know what you're doing to your kids. You have no idea what you're doing to your fucking kids. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, starting to talk about my body. Now I'm gonna start talking about my dad. That motherfucker pisses me off. And I tell you why. And the more I think about it, the more I talk about it, the more psycho it sounds. So no, I absolutely did not have what little bit of normal, pretty awesome childhood that I thought I had. It is fucked up. So, what was I going to talk about? My dad being a dumbass. Oh yeah, the reactions. Let's talk about the reaction of money. Anything money. Like, anything that cost more than $5 was too much. Couldn't have a new car because it wasn't worth it. You know, he had that fucking old Irish man because fucking family's a bunch of Irish. You know, patriarchal, womanizing kind of fucking. I ain't gonna change a diaper in my life. Greg Gutfeld kind of thing. Money was always him. We couldn't afford anything nice. I mean, we were some of the poorest people in that fucking town. And it was bad enough that Dad wouldn't spend a damn dime if he didn't have to. And he, like, okay, so sometime at restaurants, we would go to a restaurant and he'd be like, okay, you pick from the cheaper stuff. Me and your mom are going to eat steak. or we're gonna eat steak, you're gonna eat from the buffet, kind of thing. And I'm like, whatever, dad's on a tight budget, he's the one that earns the money, he deserved it, I fucking got it. But now that I say it out loud, that's really fucked up. Like, don't take us out at all if we're a waste of money. And lunch, they were poor enough to get us free lunch every day at school for the how many 14 years we were there, 12 years we were there going to school. They were poor enough to get us free lunch, but mom was too embarrassed and dad was too proud to fill out that paperwork at school, so they had to pay for lunch, and it was like $2.50 a day for me and Tim. And by the time we got to like junior high and high school, it wasn't like, they gave us $10 at the beginning of the day and we give all that money to the teacher and the teacher hands out these stupid little chip thingies, whatever that is. I think I have one of those still. Oh my God. Anyway, it was every day having to ask dad for money, which was hard enough to begin with. I mean, let's go down the Christmas list thing. The Christmas list, I knew dad wouldn't fucking buy me anything nice, so I kept my Christmas list to about half of the affordable things that I might get. I never asked for anything special because I knew I'd never get it. But asking for money for lunch from dad every day, his duty as a father, was like this. I need lunch money. That's what it was like, getting lunch money from dad every day. We never had a new car. We lived in a trailer that had essentially 2 rooms and a utility room, and the utility room was mine. It was a 4x7 foot fucking room. Like, it doesn't make sense. Well, him and mom had big grand scheme plan for the retirement, driving around the country on a fucking Harley with their retirement money. So you don't think that retirement money would have went better to care for me and Tim, like dental care that we never got until we were over 18 years old? Like, never got a cleaning, never went to the dentist. Tim went once when my forehead knocked a tooth out of his face when we collided. That's it. I didn't go to the dentist until I was 18 years old. Dad had dental insurance. Don't get me wrong. Dad had dental insurance on us. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's get some dishes done. It was very contradictory in my household, too. I had a mom that grew up with nothing, and all she wanted to do was give her children everything. And I had a dad that had nothing, and he was told, nobody did it for me, I'm not going to do it for you. So that's what he did to his kids. Nobody put me through college, I'm not going to do it for you. Nobody bought me a car, I'm not going to do it for you. And how'd that work out for you, Pops? It's funny. His name is Kevin. And he was an assistant scoutmaster. Isn't that funny? I wonder who they were singing about. I wonder if they were at Troop 85. I do wonder. Man wears pink fucking underwear. I do wonder. I got some fucking juice, y'all. I'm going to leave it at that. I mean, he never was a beer drinking, ball scratching, man's man kind of guy. He was more like I want to be out in the woods and nature kind of guy, and I loved that growing up. Camping all the time? Fuck yeah. My dad did interesting shit, wood carving, and made this old wood bench and really got into it. And I mean, there's things I loved, but he's a dumb fuck in the long run. And I know what you're gonna say. Oh, how can you say that about your dad? You're supposed to love your dad and blah blah. You know what? I spent years trying to be his parent after he split with mom. Because that's all he had. He didn't have a wife, he had a mommy. And he's always been a child. And I did love him. And I do still love him for the things that he taught me and the stuff that we did and the childhood that I did enjoy. I'm not saying he was a bad dad. He was just a fucked up dad. And not like he was fucked up. I mean, not like they did anything. He didn't even drink. They didn't even drink. It's a wonder how I turned out to be an alcoholic. Because they were so boring. They were so boring. But fun. We had fun camping. We had fun at Disney World once. Oh, yeah, Disney World. Oh, and then there's Disney World. See, I can't think of something good without thinking of something bad to back that up. Okay, so Disney World, this is how this went. This is the one trip that mom, I'm sure, was the one that really pushed for giving her children something she never had. She probably always wanted to go to Disney World. And finally, she had her chance to take her children. So awesome. This is Dad's version. We go out to the side of the road. Let's see. I'm 10 and my brother is 12 when we went to Disney World. So yeah, it was about then. We go to the side of the road by a creek, a few miles from our trailer park, and we're collecting cans. As a family, we're all just collecting cans, picking up cans off the side of the road like hobos. And Dad says, "This is how you're going to earn money to go to Disney World. I'm not giving you souvenir money. This is it. If you want to spend any money, you're going to earn it now." I'm already taking you. I don't need to spend any more money. Is pretty much what that was. I don't want to go, so I'm going to punish you. That's how that went. So, me and Tim went to Disney World, taking in our can collection money to go to Disney World with $14.27. $14.27 is what my father allowed his children to roam around Disney World and spend. Because he didn't want to spend any more because he spent enough money getting up there to begin with. And it's not like we fly. Oh fuck no. No, I didn't fly until I was like 24. No. No, we drove. Because they're that cheap and broke. We drove everywhere. We didn't fly. $14.27. And you're thinking, how can you remember that? You're, what, 43 years old? And you were 10 when you went. How do you remember that? Trust me. Trust me when I say you know. When you only go to Disney World for enough money for a stupid autograph book and a pen. My mom had to buy me a hat and a shirt because she felt bad. And then they got in an argument about money. So me and Tim went to go spend our fucking day at that fucking, oh, what was that? Days in a thunderstorm with lightning all around in a pool while they argued in the hotel room about money. I felt bad for my mom for the rest of the time because I knew all she wanted to do was have fun. And I knew that Dad was the one being a dick because of the $14.27 in my pocket that I went to Disney World with. Which is another thing that sounds more fucked up every time I say it. Trying to think of something happy. I don't need to end on a bad note. Nobody wants to hear that shit. Well, everybody wants to hear that shit. Everybody wants to hear that it got better. My life did. I will say that. My life did because I cut those out that are not for me but against me. And if you are one of those people that got cut out of my life, and you're watching this now, might want to think about that. So I'm perfectly happy without you. Got to keep myself content. As they say in the rooms, fake it till you make it. Now, I'm going to fake it till I die. That's about it. That's okay. Every now and then, I can laugh, I can smile, I can make people beautiful things with these ugly fucking dad hands I have. I can make people laugh. Because I'm fat and have no other attributes to make people like me. And I continue to be campy. Because it was a defense mechanism that I've had since school when nobody would listen to me. Haha. You know what? These are for the fucktards that never listened to me, or you interrupted me when I was fucking talking. For the people that pretended I didn't exist, you know what? I'm right here. If you want to pause it, you want to fucking delete it, you go right the fuck ahead, but everybody else is going to hear it. Ain't no stopping me now. Still trying to think of something positive. Like my gratuity list, my gratitude list, my gratuity list. I am so happy and grateful for indoor plumbing. I am so happy and grateful for modern toilets. I am so happy and grateful for paper and pen. I am so happy and grateful for hot water heaters. I am definitely so happy and grateful for air conditioning. See, I was almost going to turn that positive into a negative instantly. That's amazing that I can do that. You know, I've told somebody before when they were telling me their problems, oh, it's better one broken leg than two. She said, how can you think so negatively? How is that negative? I'm glad I only have one broken leg instead of two. Not that I ever had a broken leg, I was just speaking in general, as an example. People don't get it. Another thing people don't get is that finger pointing. No, it worked both ways, right? Every time you point your finger at somebody, you got three pointing back at you. Now, I am a hypocrite, and I'll be the first one to know. I'll be the first one to tell you I'm a hypocrite. I am not perfect. Absolutely not. And I have learned over the years, well, I'm an empath anyway, and my dad pounded into me that put your feet in somebody else's shoes. Golden rule shit. But he never followed himself. What was I gonna say? Lost track. Probably something negative. I don't need to remember. Oh, anyway, for most people, they don't know they got three fingers pointing back at them, and they just don't know. But the first finger there is you have a problem because you exist. You have a problem because you let something bother you. And the third one is whatever else you can think of, I guess. But those are the first two. If you didn't exist, you wouldn't have problems. So if you like your existence, well, thank God for your problems. So if I didn't have problems, I probably wouldn't exist. So I told somebody, I said, yeah, you wouldn't have problems if you didn't exist. And she took that like I meant for her to kill herself. Like, look, if the shoe fits, okay? But no, it's not on what I meant at all. You know, sometimes what I want to say and what I'm thinking just doesn't resonate with other people because they don't think the same like I do. And that's fine, but it takes me a minute for my brain to process other words to describe it. I call that scrambled brains. I have scrambled brains a lot. I think of it like if my brain had a Rolodex, my cards were all out of order, and the little turny thing kind of stops instead of flipping nicely over. My Rolodex is fucked up. Anyway, I'm dyslexic too, isn't that fun? Spicy dishes!